Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we are taking a look at the third and final knife that our good friend Andrew loaned us to check out. You've seen the Nerd from TRM, you've seen the small Arian from Artisan, and now we're checking out the uh, just a really awesome knife. This is the Pena X series Apache Kickstop. Now, this is my first real experience with a Pena knife, with a kickstop knife, and I tell you what, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. But let's just get into it and take a look at it. Now you've got this awesome brown micarta on here, fantastic, give you an absolutely wonderful grip. Now this is Riot built for Pena, so very cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much in awe, kind of. You know, it's just a fantastic knife. Now, you can see there, you've got your titanium bolster, which is integral with your liners there. You've got a titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip. Not overly deep carry, but not too, not too bad. Decent amount of ramp on it, not too bad in and out of the pocket. And on some of your thicker materials there, it's a little shallow in your width, but nothing too bad. I had no issues with it. As you can see, you've kind of got that inset frame lock there. You do have a hardened steel insert. It is right hand tip up carry only. But yeah, I mean, the Riot build, I mean, it's Riot quality, so it's just going to be done well, and it absolutely is. Now, I will say one thing. You guys know that I dig on Finch knives because of their blend of the modern and traditional. Well, I tell you what, Pena is doing the exact same thing in his knives, and it's really looks and is done well. Now, the interesting thing about it is this kickstop mechanism. Now, this is, like I said, it's my first experience with it, designed by Lee Williams. And what you basically have here is a flipper version of the front flipper Apache, right? Kind of, sort of. Yes, it definitely is a flipper. Actuate the flipper, and by the way, you do have some jimping on that flipper that's done very well. Grabs your finger perfectly. The detent on this knife is absolutely fantastic. The action on the ceramic bearings is pretty much dead on. It's got a decent drop to it. Shake shut. And then, of course, you've got this kind of two-tone satin. You've got a heavier grind, heavier satin on the grind, and then a little bit more of a polished-ish on your flats there. Nice swedge. That kind of sheep's foot, Warncliffe style blade, whatever you want to call it. Nice jimping on the spine of the blade. M390 here. There you go. There's your Lee Williams Kickstop logo right there. And there, M390. Nice, very choil, very well done. And the blade, I'm loving that blade. Absolutely wonderful blade shape. Beautiful. But the cool part about it is this kickstop mechanism. And I don't know if you've seen it before. Cool. If you haven't, I'm just in awe of it, kind of. Now, as you can see there, your flipper tab basically operates independent of your blade, and that's your kickstop mechanism. Now, obviously, when it's closed, the blade has interacted with it, and it's set your flipper, it's ready to go. You flip, pops right out. But as you can see there, your flipper just kind of goes down and ends up kind of like being your blade stop. So it not only kickstarts your blade, but it stops it as well. I guess that's where they come up with the name kickstop. I mean, I haven't interviewed Lee Williams and talked to him, but it kind of makes sense to me. Hopefully I'm right. But as you can see there, that is just really neat how it's actually independent of that blade. Close it, it's set, it's ready to go. Once you got it open, it tucks out nice, out of the way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really digging that mechanism. But all right, let's get our specs and we'll see what we have here in the Apache Kickstop. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're looking at about 6.5 inches fully open. You're pushing, I've got a little bit over 3.5, maybe 3 5/8 on the handle, and then I'm getting right about a 2 3/4 inch blade. What do they call it? Overall length, they call it 6.5. So okay, I guess, you know, measuring it from different spots, and they say 2.81 on the blade. So yeah, I'll buy that. And then your cutting edge, I mean, you're looking at just over 2.5. There you go, probably about 2 5/8. And of course, I mean, your grip length, I mean, well, I mean, you could grip all the way up here. So, I mean, you're looking at about 3.5 inches of grip length. And like I've said many, many times, 3.5 inches is just about perfect for me. I love the way it fits in my hand. So a 3.5 inch handle is just, it's pretty much right on for me. So let's do a couple of size comparisons. Now, our PM2, yep, obviously a much larger knife. We pretty much kind of expected that. Now, our bug out is going to be closer, but it's still going to be a little bit bigger, as you can see there. So yeah, the bug out's got it by doggone pretty close to about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch on the blade, and then probably at least a good 1/4 of an inch on the handle. So it's definitely on the smaller side, but I mean, you guys know I just dig that. Get a weight, I believe it's about, officially they say about 2.5. So 69 grams or 2.4. Okay. So right there. Now our carry, this is a really, now you can see there, it got a pop. It's got a decent ramp, but it does have a little pop on some thicker materials in and out of pocket. You do have a little bit sticking out. Now, even so, this, I was really torn. I mean, you can slip carry it, but with that pocket clip on there, it makes it a little bit harder to slip carry unless you have a little bit larger slip. Definitely, I just clipped it in my pocket, carried it just like that, and it was absolutely wonderful. Now, overall, I never really have had a chance to spend any appreciable amount of time with a Pena knife. This is the first opportunity, and I'm super stoked to be able to get it. I understand why people like these so much. I mean, the build quality is fantastic. The design is, I'm loving the design. And there again, you know, it's pretty much just like, you know, kind of what I go Gugu over Finch. You know, that blend of modern and traditional, because this has definitely got a slip joint kind of sort of look to it, a traditional look to it, but yet you've got the modern materials, a little bit more kind of a modern blade shape and grind, and obviously that kickstop mechanism is definitely modern. So it's just done very, very well. Now, like I said, it is Riot built, so Riot build and build quality comes with a Riot price. I mean, these guys are going for upwards of $300. So that's one reason kind of why I don't have one, but is that a good reason? Well, it all depends, you know, all depends on the time, the place, and what my bank, if my bank account's screaming or not at me. So, I mean, kind of the same thing I say about the Finch knives. You know, that's one of the comments I get, is they're on the high end of the price. And I have to agree with that. You know, and people ask me, are they worth it? And basically all I can tell them is it's worth it to me. I enjoy them quite a bit. And yeah, it all comes down to the person. If it's worth it to you, then it's worth it. And that's really all that matters. If it's not worth it to you, then there you go. It's that simple, really, to each their own. But fantastic knife. I really enjoyed my time checking out the Pena X Series Apache Kickstop, which was, yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun checking this one out. And Andrew, thank you so much once again for the opportunity to check all these knives out. You've been very, very generous to the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments, as always, what you guys think. I always love hearing from you. You know that. And like, subscribe, Leave me that comment, guys. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.